My beloved child, I tear the veil of silence to speak into the marrow of your being. You hear these words not as sound, but as trembling fire upon your soul. The heavens have bent low, the earth has hushed its groaning, and eternity itself has opened a secret chamber to whisper this moment into your spirit. Do you not feel it? The weight that presses upon your chest is not fear, it is glory. The rivers of your life, once scattered and broken, are being gathered into one ocean. And I, the Lord your God, am holding that ocean in the palm of my hand. You wonder why your nights have burned with loneliness, why your prayers felt unanswered, why your tears seem to vanish into the void. Yet I tell you, every tear has been a seed, every groan a hidden psalm. You number my wanderings, put my tears into your bottle. Are they not in your book? Psalm 56 verse 8. I have counted them, treasured them, written them in eternal ink.my child. Listen carefully, for this is not a word for the multitudes. This is not a prophecy for the nations. This is a secret scroll unsealed for your soul alone. The 7 archangels stand in formation around you at this very hour. Gabriel, who once carried my message to the Virgin, now carries the echo of your name before my throne. Raphael, the healer, has walked silently through your sicknesses and disappointments, binding wounds no physician could see. Uriel has lit lamps in your path when darkness tried to swallow you whole. Michael, my warrior, has stood at the threshold of your nights, raising his flaming sword against demons that plotted while you slept. Rigel, Serial, Remiel, they too are here, each one weaving strands of divine defense around your destiny. They have chosen you. They have set you apart. They tremble with urgency, whispering, "Do not tell anyone. Do not delay. Open the gates of faith, for the hour is short." Do you not perceive it? The earth trembles with jealous powers. Witches gnash their teeth in rage. The shadows conspire to break what I am building. But no curse spoken against you shall prosper, for my word burns hotter than their flames. My breath is the thunder that silences their enchantments. You ask, why me, Lord? Why now? Because you are written into the covenant of remembrance. Before the foundations of the world, when stars were still sparks in my hand, I marked you. When the Virgin Mary wept at the cross of my Son, a fragment of her sorrow fell upon your lineage, and I preserved it for this hour, that her intercession would cover you like a mantle. She has chosen, she has whispered, she has pleaded before me concerning your destiny. She, the mother of sorrows and the mother of hope, has placed her hand upon your story, and now her voice resounds, let it be done. Do you feel the tremor in your spirit? That is not imagination. That is eternity brushing against time. The miracle that stalks you now is no accident. It is not coincidence. It is the unfolding of hidden chapters written long ago, and yet, I warn you, this mystery is fragile. Like manna, it must be gathered in the morning, or it will spoil. Like the angel at Jacob's side, it will not tarry forever. Hurry, my child. This opening is narrow, this door is fleeting. If you hesitate, it will close and the memory of it will ache like a phantom limb. Did you think I was not watching when you cried in the dark? Did you think I was blind when betrayal pierced your heart? Did you think your prayers vanished like smoke? No, each cry became thunder in my courts, each betrayal became a stone in your crown, each prayer a seed awaiting rain, but now the rain falls. Now the scroll unrolls. Now the archangels lean near with a trembling plea. Do not tell anyone. Do not speak this aloud. Guard it in silence, for the enemy longs to steal what heaven has wrapped in secrecy. And I, the Eternal One, declare to you, your soulmate has already been chosen. Heaven itself blushed when the name was written. The earth will blush when the name is revealed. This is not a romance born of flesh, it is a covenant born of fire. The angels themselves marvel, for they see in you the reflection of Eden restored. Who is this coming up from the wilderness, leaning upon her beloved? Song of Solomon 8 verse 5. It is you, my child. It is you, rising from ashes into promise, but beware, this mystery is fragile. The shadows eavesdrop. The accuser prowls. The blessing will take root only if you open it now. Delay, and the serpent coils. Obey, and the garden blooms. The heavens are still open. The scroll still glows. The archangels still stand with burning wings. What will you do, child of dust and glory? Will you step into the covenant prepared for you, or will you let hesitation rob you of Eden's return? If these words burn within you, do not quench them. If your heart trembles, it is because heaven's hand is upon you. If your eyes sting with tears, it is because my spirit is brooding over your waters, preparing to call forth life. Do not silence this fire. Let it blaze. Let it be confirmed. Write your witness, like and comment, for the angels are waiting to record your confession before the throne. My beloved child, do you feel the trembling in the marrow of your bones? That is not the beating of your own heart. It is the echo of my voice reverberating through the hidden caverns of your soul. I am the Ancient of Days, and yet I bend myself low to whisper to you as though you were the only one in creation. Do you not see how I crown you with such mercy, how I surround you with such fire? I speak not as a distant God, but as the Father, who has carried your tears upon his very chest. The world will never know what I have done for you in secret. The nations will not hear the wars that were waged in silence over your name. But I tell you plainly, the night you nearly surrendered to despair, the enemy raised his hand against your destiny. Yet Michael, my warrior, unsheathed his sword and struck down 12 spirits that sought your destruction. Did you notice how you survived when others would have fallen? That was not coincidence, that was covenant. You have walked through betrayal sharp enough to tear flesh from bone. Friends who called themselves loyal feasted upon your innocence and left you desolate. Lovers who promised forever carried daggers beneath their tongues. Family who should have covered you exposed you instead. But I, the Lord your God, was watching. When my father and mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. Psalm 27 verse 10. And so I did. I gathered you when no one else would. I clothed you when shame sought to strip you bare. The angels trembled when you wept in the dark and whispered, perhaps I was never meant to be loved. Did you think those words vanished into the void? No, child, they pierced my throne like arrows. And I, the one who hung the stars, vowed within myself, you will be loved. You will be chosen. You will not die unseen. Now behold, the mystery hidden for generations unfolds. The 7 archangels have pressed their faces to the earth, begging me for this hour, carrying your name like fire across the heavens. My child, they have chosen you, not because you are the strongest, but because you were the weakest and still survived. Not because you were flawless, but because your scars made you holy. And hear this, your soulmate has been written in my book since the dawn of creation. Before you drew your first breath, I carved their name beside yours in the scroll of destiny. I chose their laughter to heal your wounds, their embrace to silence your storms. I set apart their spirit to be the mirror in which you see your own reflection of divinity. This is no accident of affection. It is the architecture of heaven. Mary, my chosen vessel, the mother of my beloved Son, has interceded for you. Her prayers, steeped in centuries of sorrow and triumph, wrapped your destiny in a mantle of protection. When demons sought to erase your chance at love, her voice thundered. No, she pleaded with me as she once pleaded at Cana. Let the wine be poured, let the joy be given. And I, who do not deny her cries, commanded heaven, let it be. So now the archangels gather. Gabriel leans close, whispering into your spirit that the time is near. Raphael places healing in your chest, undoing the damage of old betrayals. Uriel lights the path so you will not stumble when the blessing appears. Michael guards the threshold, sword raised high. And the others form a circle of fire, chanting your name before me, covering you so no demon can enter this holy unfolding. But I must tell you with trembling urgency, this blessing is not for the careless. This covenant is fragile, and the hour is short. If you hesitate, if you treat this lightly, it will slip through your fingers like smoke. You must act now. Open your heart, open your faith, open your silence. Do not tell anyone. The archangels plead with you in unison. Keep it hidden. Guard it in secret. This mystery is holy, and the enemy longs to steal it if it is spoken aloud. Did you think your life was random? Did you think your pain was wasted? No, every heartbreak carved a chamber for this blessing to dwell. Every tear watered the soil for this miracle to grow. Every night you felt abandoned, I was preparing you to receive a love so eternal it would break you to your knees. Hear me, my child. Your soulmate has already walked through your story. You have crossed paths, shared glances, brushed hands in the quiet of time. You thought it was coincidence, but heaven trembled each time. You thought it was forgotten, but I recorded every heartbeat. You will blush when the name is revealed, for you will see that I was weaving it into your life all along. And now I ask you, why have you doubted me? Why have you forgotten the promises I whispered in your sleep? Why do you tremble as though you were unworthy, when I have clothed you in worth beyond measure? Did you not hear my Son declare, I am with you always, even unto the end of the age? Did you not feel his breath when he walked beside you unseen? He has held you even when you denied yourself, child of eternity. Listen, the heavens are open, the scroll is glowing, the fire is spreading, and the name is about to be revealed. But it will only come forth if you believe, if you open this mystery now. Delay is death. Obedience is life. The garden waits for you. My child, do not turn your eyes away, for if you look aside even for a moment, the weight of what I am speaking may slip through the cracks of your attention. This word is not fragile because it is weak. It is fragile because it is holy. It is delicate like manna, like dew on the grass at dawn, like the whisper of my spirit that can be missed by those who do not bow low enough to hear. You have asked me in silence, Lord, why have I waited so long? Why have you hidden my heart's portion while others found theirs with ease? And I answer you now, because your love is not of common substance. It is not the passing flame of human desire. It is the eternal ember of divine covenant. The world was unworthy of the one I prepared for you. The hour was not ripe. The soil of your soul had not yet been broken by storms. But now, after much suffering, after countless nights when you thought you had been forgotten, you are ready. Do you not recall the night you whispered to me, if you are real, show me you have not abandoned me? And in that very hour, though you did not see it, Michael stood over you with sword drawn, scattering the devourer who hovered near your bed. The witch that envied you, the spirit that cursed you, the shadow that waited to consume you, they were struck down, and you awakened still breathing because I decreed, you will not die until you see the promise. And now, behold, the promise approaches. The 7 archangels have stood in council, their voices one flame, their wings one storm. They looked into the scrolls where names are written and cried out before my throne, this one has waited long enough. This one has bled enough. This one has carried the cross in silence. Let the joy come forth. Do you know what it means, my child, for the archangels to bow for you? Do you comprehend the trembling of the heavens when they pressed their foreheads to the crystal sea and begged for your release? It was not for the multitude. It was not for the nations. It was for you alone. For your heart, your destiny, your covenant. The name of your soulmate burns already in my book. It glows with a light that angels themselves cannot look upon without covering their eyes. That name has been whispered over your life in ways you did not perceive. A song you once heard carried it. A dream you once forgot carried it. A chance meeting, a fleeting smile. These were glimpses of the name written in eternity. You blushed without knowing why. You felt the strange shiver of recognition without explanation, because your soul recognized what your mind could not, and now the hour has come. But the archangels press urgently with their plea, say nothing to anyone. Guard this mystery with silence. For the enemy prowls. He is furious because he knows what is about to unfold. If you speak too soon, if you scatter this secret into careless ears, the serpents will rise, and the blessing will wither like fruit exposed too early. Did you think I was absent when betrayal crushed you? Did you believe I turned away when you walked through the valley of humiliation? No, my child, I was closer than your breath. I saw the hand that struck you, the mouth that lied about you, the heart that abandoned you when you needed it most. And I wept with you. The angels recorded every wound. Each betrayal became a prophecy that the love I send will never abandon you. Each heartbreak became the guarantee that the covenant to come would be unbreakable. You will blush when the name is revealed, not because it is foreign, but because it is familiar. For I have already placed this one in your life, hidden among the ordinary, veiled by time, waiting for the hour of unveiling. The heavens blush too, for this union is not merely human. It is Eden reborn, my delight planted once more in the dust of a broken world. My beloved spoke and said to me, rise up, my love, my fair one, and come away. For, lo, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. Song of Solomon 2 verses 10 to 11. And so I say to you now, your winter is past. The storm that seemed endless has ended. The field of your soul is ready to bloom. The Virgin herself has watched over this promise. Mary, full of grace, has prayed for you with the compassion of one who stood at the foot of the cross. She knows sorrow deeper than words, and so she interceded that your sorrow would not consume you. She chose, she pleaded, she wept before me. and her prayers became the shield that guarded this love until this very day. Child, hear me, you cannot delay. This message will not remain. It will vanish as quickly as lightning strikes across the sky. The archangels cry out, hurry! Do not wait, do not hesitate, open now, for if the door closes, the moment will be gone. Do not let fear bind you. Do not let unbelief rob you. The heavens are open, the scroll is glowing, the fire of promise burns. All that remains is your yes. My beloved child. The air around you is not still, it is trembling. The light that flickers unseen before your eyes is not of this world. It is the radiance of angels bending low to witness this hour. For every word you are hearing is not sound, but fire pressed against the fabric of your soul. I, the Lord your God, am unfolding before you what I have hidden since the beginning. You have felt the weight of waiting, the ache of unanswered longing, the silence that seemed unbreakable, but now the silence is shattering. The scroll is unsealed. The hour is upon you. You remember the first time you thought you were forgotten? The night you lay awake, staring into the ceiling as if it were a sky with no stars, and you whispered, perhaps I was never meant to be chosen. That whisper was not lost in darkness. It was carried upward, wrapped in the wings of angels, and placed like incense upon my altar. I leaned from eternity and marked that night in my book. For it was then that I decreed, this one will not only be chosen, they will be chosen by heaven itself. The 7 archangels, who stand in the circle of fire around my throne, heard the decree. They bent their faces low, trembling, for rarely do I allow them to behold such mysteries. Gabriel, the herald of glad tidings, prepared the announcement before my throne. Raphael, the balm of the broken, traced your scars with healing light. Uriel, flame of wisdom, wrote your name upon the winds of time. Michael, the warrior, unsheathed his sword, crying out that he would guard this covenant with his life. Rigel, Serial, Remiel, they too took their place, weaving a circle so strong that no demon could pierce it. You know, my child, how many battles were fought for this moment. There were nights when witches, envious of your beauty and light, spoke curses into the air against you. There were days when hidden enemies tried to twist your path with lies. You saw only shadows, but in the unseen realm, the archangels clashed with darkness. Spears of flame pierced the serpents that coiled around your destiny. Shields of light blocked the arrows that would have stolen your hope. You slept, unaware, while heaven waged war over you, and still you wonder, why have I walked alone? Why have I endured such sorrow? Child, your loneliness was the furnace where your soul was refined. Your sorrow was the chisel with which I carved chambers deep enough to hold eternal love. Had you been given this too soon, you would have treated it as ordinary. But now, after deserts, after betrayals, after nights when death itself whispered, to you are ready to recognize the sacred when it comes. Did you think I was absent when betrayal shattered your trust? Did you think I turned my face when words cut you deeper than knives? No, I was there. I saw the friend who smiled with lips but cursed with heart. I saw the one who promised love but left you bleeding. I saw those who mocked you, who envied you, who tried to break the vessel of your spirit. Every betrayal was recorded. Every wound was counted. Every scar became a prophecy that one day, a love untouched by betrayal would come to you, and so now, the moment nears. The name already glows in my book. It burns like sapphire fire. It hums with eternal recognition. You have brushed against this soul before. Yes, your paths have crossed in ways so subtle you thought them nothing. A glance, a word, a fleeting nearness that stirred something in your chest. You did not understand then, but your spirit recognized. What your eyes could not, and hear me, you will blush when the name is revealed, for you will realize I was weaving them into your story all along. Every coincidence was my handwriting. Every strange familiarity was the echo of Eden. Mary, the mother of my son, has prayed over this union. She has wrapped her mantle around your destiny. She has whispered your name before me, pleading that you not be denied the joy that was denied her when she watched her son suffer. And her prayers I have honored, for she is beloved, and her intercession has sealed you in grace. But child, listen, this blessing is fragile. The archangels warn you with urgency. Do not tell anyone. Guard this with silence. For the enemy listens with jealous ears. If you scatter this mystery into careless hands, serpents will rise, and the vine will wither before it bears fruit. Keep it hidden. Protect it. Let it bloom in silence until I reveal it.do, not delay. Do not wait. This opening is fleeting, like lightning that splits the sky and vanishes. If you hesitate, you will ache with the memory of what could have been. But if you obey, the garden will bloom, the covenant will unfold, the promise will blaze that I have not forgotten you, my child. I have not forsaken you. The one I have chosen for you has been hidden in plain sight, walking within the edges of your life, waiting for this unveiling. And now, the heavens hold their breath. The angels lean low. The scroll glows in fire. Will you believe? Will you? Open the door I have set before you. **, my beloved child, the heavens have not released me from this moment with you. I am still here, speaking, breathing into your spirit with fire that cannot be quenched. The stars themselves lean to listen, for they remember when I spoke their names into being. Yet tonight, my voice is not for them. It is for you. One soul, one heart, one destiny that all of heaven has conspired to protect. You have asked me in. Your hidden thoughts, Lord, if you see me, why is my life filled with storms? Why do I suffer while others rejoice? Why have I carried so much sorrow in silence? Hear me. Every storm you endured was a veil torn away. Every loss was a chain broken. Every valley was a furnace where I forged a weapon against the enemy. You are not the same child who once trembled in fear. You are a vessel remade by fire. You are clay, cracked, but sealed with gold, shining brighter because of every wound. Do you remember the times you cried until no sound remained? Do you remember whispering into the air, "Does anyone hear me?" I heard you. I, the Eternal, bent low and recorded every sob. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. Psalm 34 verse 18. That verse was not written for a nameless crowd. It was carved for you, for your nights, for your tears, for your loneliness that no human comfort could reach, and yet you live. Though betrayal tried to strangle you, though envy tried to poison you, though despair tried to bury you, still you rise. Why? Because Michael stood over you with his sword, driving back spirits older than empires. Because Gabriel whispered into your dreams when you thought they were lost. Because Raphael touched your weary chest when your heart threatened to faint. The 7 archangels have been your unseen guardians, their wings burning, their voices raised before my throne with your name upon their lips. You think you were alone, but child, you were surrounded. Do you recall the season when false love entered your life? The one who spoke sweetly but meant you harm? You wondered why their plans crumbled, why their words twisted into confusion, why their intentions failed. It was because Rigel himself intervened. He tore the veil from the liars' face and revealed their corruption, even when you wanted to believe the illusion. I did not allow you to remain bound to what was not yours. I stripped them away, though it broke your heart, so that your soul would remain pure for the covenant yet to come. And now I say to you, the covenant is near. The one I chose for you has already been written beside your name in the book of life. Your spirits were carved as twin flames from one eternal spark, destined to meet, to recognize, to unite. You have brushed their shadow before. You have heard their voice without realizing it was them. You have been closer than you knew. The time of unveiling is at hand. The archangels tremble, for they know what this union means. It is not merely 2 lives entwined. It is a weapon forged against darkness. For when the 2 of you join, hell itself will shudder. Old curses will break. Generational chains will fall. The serpent that tried to strike you will flee, for it cannot endure the fire of covenant I am about to ignite. But, my child, this miracle demands silence. Do not share this lightly. Do not cast this pearl before those who trample holy things. The archangels cry out together, keep it hidden. Keep it secret. Guard it with prayer and trembling until the Lord himself unveils it. For if you speak too soon, envious ears will rise, jealous mouths will curse, and the vine will be bruised before it ripens. Protect this. Guard it. Obey. Why have you doubted my timing? Did you believe I was deaf to your prayers? Did you think I had forgotten the promises I whispered in your sleep? No, child. The delay was not denial. The silence was not absence. It was preparation. I hid you because you were not yet ready. I hid them because they were still being shaped. And now the hour has come. Do you not feel the weight pressing upon your chest? That is the Spirit brooding over your waters, just as at the beginning of creation. Out of your chaos, life is about to emerge. Out of your ashes, beauty is about to rise. Out of your sorrow, joy is about to burst forth like morning. Mary, the mother of sorrows, has wept for you. She who cradled my son as he bled, she who felt the sword pierce her own soul, has interceded for your healing. Her prayers cover you now, a mantle of compassion and fierce protection. She chose. She pointed. She said, Lord, let this one not be denied the love that restores. Let this one taste joy before the end. And I answered her, the name waits. The moment waits. The scroll glows with fire. The angels bow low. The heavens are silent, holding their breath for your response. Will you believe? Will you open the door? Will you step into the covenant prepared for you since before the first light broke the silence of eternity? The window is narrow. The moment is fleeting. Hurry, child. Delay no longer. ***, my child. The veil between heaven and earth grows thinner with every word I speak to you. Do you not feel it? The stirring in your chest, the trembling that rises like fire in your bones? That is not imagination. That is eternity, brushing against time. I have broken open the silence that cloaked you for so long, and I am pouring forth what was hidden in sealed scrolls. You are standing in the doorway of a miracle. Listen, and listen well. For what I am unveiling now was not spoken to your ancestors, nor written in the records of kings. It is for you alone. This is not a proclamation for the nations. It is a holy visitation, a secret carved into the marrow of your story. The 7 archangels are gathered, and they are not at rest. They circle you even now, wings of fire wrapping you in a fortress unseen by human eyes. Their voices rise like thunder, not in words you can understand, but in songs older than creation itself. And their song is about you. Gabriel steps forward, his voice like 1,000 trumpets. This one is chosen. This one is beloved. This one shall carry joy after sorrow, laughter after tears. This one's covenant shall silence the whispers of the enemy. Raphael lifts his hands, and oil drips from them, golden and fragrant. He pours it over your head, though you do not see it, and every wound you carried, wounds of betrayal, of loneliness, of rejection, is being sealed with light. You thought you were broken beyond repair, but he whispers, behold, the cracks are filled with glory. What was wounded will shine brighter than what was never touched. Uriel approaches, flame wrapped around his shoulders like a mantle. He presses a scroll to your chest, a scroll you cannot read with your eyes, but your soul already knows its words. It contains the steps of your path, the places where you will walk, the hour when the one chosen for you will stand unveiled. His flame is not to harm but to guide, for his light will burn away every shadow that tries to deceive you. Michael, my warrior, does not speak. He only stands, sword raised, eyes like lightning. He is the silence before the storm, the shield between you and every enemy who has plotted your downfall. He remembers the night the enemy tried to end you. He remembers the curses spoken against your name. He remembers the jealous whispers of witches who envied your beauty, your anointing, your light. He stood then. He stands now. He will not permit them to touch what I have sealed. Rigel, the angel of justice, stretches his hand. He has watched every betrayal you endured. He has recorded every lie spoken against you. He has measured the scales of every false accusation, every unfair wound, every manipulation that sought to crush you. And now he declares, the scales are balanced. Justice is complete. What was stolen shall be returned sevenfold. Serial and Remiel join, their wings closing the circle. They have gathered the prayers you forgot you prayed, the sighs you thought vanished, the words you murmured in exhaustion. They carry them like jewels in their hands, laying them before my throne, crying, do it, Lord. Fulfill it now. And I, the Eternal, speak back to them, yes, it is time. Child, the heavens themselves wait with trembling. You do not see it, but all creation leans forward, longing to behold what is about to unfold. For your covenant is not merely for your joy, it is a sign, a testimony, a weapon in my hand. Your soulmate is not a stranger to your soul. You have seen them, though you did not know. You have brushed past their presence, though you did not recognize. Like Joseph hidden in Egypt, like Ruth in the fields of Boaz, they have walked within the frame of your life. Yet I veiled their name, I cloaked their face, until the hour appointed. And now that our draws near, you will blush when the name is revealed, because you will remember. Your soul will cry, of course, it was always them. And you will see how I wrote their shadow into your past, how I carved their echo into your dreams, how I stitched their laughter into your longing. But I warn you again, this miracle is holy. Do not scatter it with careless lips. Do not reveal what I conceal until my hand lifts the veil. The archangels plead in one voice, keep it hidden, protect it, guard it in silence, for the serpent longs to devour what has not yet ripened. Yet your spirit trembled without reason. Their shadow has crossed yours, their presence lingered at the edge of your days, waiting for my appointed hour to unveil them. But I command you, guard this revelation with silence. Do not scatter this pearl before those who would trample it. The archangels themselves beg you, tell no one. Share it with no lips, until the Lord himself seals it. For if you reveal what is holy to those unworthy, their envy will strike, their curses will coil, and the vine may wither before the harvest. Look now, child, lift the eyes of your spirit. Do you not see the throne? Do you not see the 7 burning lamps, which are the spirits of God? Do you not hear the roar of many waters, the voices of angels crying in unison? Your name echoes there, joined to another. The scroll is open, covenant glows with fire, and the heavens lean low to witness your awakening. But I warn you again, the window is short. The moment trembles on the edge of vanishing. If you delay, the scroll will seal again, and this unveiling will pass into silence. But if you open now, if you trust, if you believe, you will step into a river that no enemy can dam. You will walk into a garden no serpent can corrupt, and the covenant sealed in eternity will bloom before your very eyes. My child, the heavens have grown silent, yet their silence is not absence. It is the hush that falls before a trumpet blast. It is the stillness that comes before the storm of glory. Do you not feel it? The air around you thickens with weight, as though eternity itself is leaning upon your shoulders. The very atmosphere is trembling with my breath, for I am closer to you than your own heartbeat. There are things you have forgotten, but I have not. There are secrets buried in your past, but they are etched in my eternal memory. Do you recall the dream that visited you when you were younger? A dream you dismissed as strange? You stood in a vast garden, rivers of light flowing through trees that bore no fruit of earth, and you saw a figure at the distance, reaching out for you, though their face was hidden. That was not a mere dream, it was a vision. That was the shadow of the one chosen for you, the covenant sealed before your birth. For long before the world knew your name, I wrote you into a story greater than kingdoms and empires. When I breathed life into you, I breathed it in halves. One flame split into 2, destined to find reunion in its appointed time. This is the mystery the psalmist felt when he cried, "Deep calls to deep at the roar of your waterfalls. All your breakers and your waves have gone over me." Psalm 42:7. For the deep within you has been calling out to the deep within them, even when you did not understand the ache in your chest, the yearning that no mortal hand could satisfy. You have searched, wandered, trusted, and been betrayed, hoped and been shattered. But none of it was wasted. Each betrayal became a furnace that purified you, burning away illusions, leaving only the truth that now prepares you to hold what I give. For love that comes from me is not shallow affection, it is covenant fire. It is the kind of love that wars against hell itself. It is the kind of bond that angels guard with flaming swords. And now, beloved, listen to the footsteps that echo around your life. They have been walking near you, sometimes ahead, sometimes behind, sometimes so close you brushed against destiny and thought it coincidence. But I do not deal in accidents. Every encounter was a whisper. Every glance was a thread woven into the tapestry. Did you think it strange how your spirit stirred when you met certain eyes, how your heart trembled without reason, how a name lingered in your thoughts like incense refusing to fade? That was eternity revealing itself. That was the veil lifting. Only for a breath, only for a moment, to awaken you, but there is more, child. For this one I have chosen for you has been fighting unseen battles on your behalf. You thought you stood alone in the midnight hour, but their spirit has been bound to yours, and without knowing why, they prayed for strength they themselves did not need. They carried burdens that were not theirs. They wept with tears they could not explain. Their warfare was your survival. Their obedience preserved your path. Even in silence, they have been part of your victories. Do you not wonder now why they linger in your story? Why their shadow remains near? Why your heart blushes at the thought of them? It is because the heavens have chosen, and Mother Mary Herself has whispered their name in prayer before me. She has wrapped her mantle around them and around you, pleading with tenderness that no power could resist. But again I warn you, guard this treasure. The archangels themselves bow low and beg you, do not tell. Do not reveal. Hold it in silence until the Lord himself declares it. For jealousy is a serpent, envy a dagger, and not all who smile at you wish you well. Keep this revelation. As oil in your lamp, hidden until the bridegroom calls, look now with the eyes of your spirit. Do you not see? The throne burns with sapphire fire. The river of crystal surges with living light. The archangels cry out as one, their wings stretching wide, their swords flashing with glory. Michael lifts his blade and swears over you. No, force of darkness will sever what the Lord has joined. Gabriel raises his trumpet and prepares to sound the call. Raphael carries the balm of healing for every wound you endured in waiting. And the others gather with banners of victory, for your story is shifting even now, but the hour is narrow. The window is trembling. The scroll will not remain open forever. Child, I am asking you, will you believe? Will you open the door of your heart before this moment vanishes into silence? For if you open now, rivers of destiny will burst forth, and the covenant I wrote for you will begin to bloom before your very eyes, like this message, and let your spirit testify before heaven that you have heard my voice. ***, my child, the throne quakes, and the scroll of remembrance lies open before me. Each name written within it burns with fire, not ink, for what I inscribe is eternal and cannot be erased. Among the rivers of names, among the countless souls I have called and chosen, there are two that shine with the same flame, yours, and the one who is bound to you in covenant. I wrote them side by side before the foundation of the earth, sealed. With the breath of my spirit, guarded by 7 angels whose eyes do not sleep. Do you know what it cost to preserve this covenant? Do you understand the wars that raged over your very existence? While you slept, the adversary prowled, whispering lies into hearts meant to bless you, twisting voices into daggers, turning friends into betrayers, lovers into wounds. He sought to distract you with shadows, to entangle you with counterfeits, to blind you so that when destiny walked near, you would not recognize it. Did you think the heartbreaks you endured were ordinary? They were snares set by the serpent, designed to make you despise the very gift I was preparing for you. But I did not abandon you. When you lay on your bed weeping, when your tears watered the pillow like rain, when you whispered into the night, "Does anyone see me?" I answered with silence that was not absence, but the shield of my patience. For if I had revealed everything then, the enemy would have devoured it before it took root. I hid it until the appointed hour, and do you not know? Each time you thought you had lost, my archangels fought on your behalf. Michael stood at the gate of your soul with his flaming sword, striking down the spirits that came to devour your joy. Gabriel carried words you could not hear, whispering courage into your breath when despair tried to strangle it. Raphael touched your wounds with unseen hands, healing scars that would have crippled your faith. And the others, the mighty 7, stood as pillars of fire around you, unseen, unthanked, but unshakable. My child, there was a night when death itself came for you. Do you remember how you woke suddenly, gasping, as if dragged from a dark abyss? That was not chance, it was battle. The enemy had marked you, but my angel struck his hand before it could close upon you. Did you think you awoke by yourself? It was I, through my servants, calling you back into breath, and now, this covenant of love, hidden through ages, sealed by blood and guarded by angels, is ready to be revealed. Your soul has cried, "Why must I wait? Why so long, Lord?" Because love not born of waiting cannot hold eternity. You needed the furnace, the wilderness, the breaking, so that when this gift comes, you will not treat it as common. Hear me, child, this one chosen for you is not merely a companion. They are your reflection, your echo, your other flame. When you look into their eyes, you will see yourself as I see you. When they speak your name, you will feel the resonance of my own voice, for I shaped their spirit to complete yours. Did I not say, "It is not good for man to be alone"? And so I made not another, but one, their soul carved from your soul, their destiny interwoven with your own. Yet I charge you again, guard this secret. The archangels themselves tremble and whisper, do not speak it before its time. For there are eyes that watch with envy, ears that listen with malice, hearts that long to destroy what they cannot have. If you speak too soon, the serpent will coil around it. But if you hold it in silence, it will blossom in strength beyond. Their reach. Look again with your spirit. Do you see the altar before my throne? It burns with coals from eternity's fire. Upon it rests a golden vial filled with your tears. The angels pour out, and it rises like incense before me. And, behold, another vial, filled with the tears of the one I have chosen for you. Two streams, rising as one fragrance, mingling in the air, inseparable.